whatever level you're at, you're never going to get wealthy, as a police officer. But it wasn't about that. It was a calling. And it was about, helping people and making the community safe. And, I just enjoyed the first day that I got to put on that uniform was the most rewarding.
Well, in getting to know you also, I learned that you are a Marine Corps combat veteran.
Yes, sir.
So this was another uniform, but your history of service and dedication to the community and to the country goes back a bit farther than 1995, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, I graduated Ponchatoula High in '86, and I have a December birthday, so I was 17 actually, and so I had to. My mom and dad had to sign the enlistment papers to actually get me in. So I was that summer after I graduated Ponchatoula, went straight off to the Marine Corps, and I didn't turn 18 until after boot camp, and I was on my first in my MOS school at Camp Pendleton in California.
How old were you when the spark went off in your mind? You discovered what the Marine Corps was, and you said, "I'm going for that."
From the time I was about 9 or 10 years old. I had made two decisions, even as a 9 or 10-year-old. I wanted to be a police officer, and I was going to the Marine Corps. And probably, as a kid back then in the late 70s, late 70s, One Adam 12 and all the police shows and SWAT, that had me hooked. And then, I saw the commercials of, the Marine Corps and the Marines, the dress blues, and it just looked like it was just the advertising. They got me hooked, as marketers. And so it was, from the time I was 17, I took that oath to uphold the Constitution as a Marine. And, I got out right after the first Gulf War. It was 1991. And then, took that second oath at City of Mandeville as a reserve officer, and again in '95 full time. And so, I've served my whole, adult life. It's just what I'm called to do.
It's the Diamond King. It's the Diamond King Podcast.